Hi viewer, thanks for joining me, Dawn, on this trip to High Wycombe, England. Sit back and enjoy. My travelling companion Richard and myself catch a plane from Malton Airport in Toronto to London, England. We arrive fairly late in the afternoon, rent a car in Heathrow, and after a bit of trouble finding our way out of the airport, we head off on the M40. It's now late at night and there's 4 lanes of traffic in each direction, travelling at fast speeds. We missed the first turn-off to High Wycombe. Unfortunately, there's not a second. We turn off onto another freeway, travel down it and find it's shut. We can't get back to High Wycombe. We end up in Marlow, and by taking country lanes we finally get to High Wycombe. It's a confusing town with all kinds of roundabouts. It's not a very inspiring town, particularly late at night, and the clock tower and railway seem to be central elements. At 2 o'clock in the morning we reached Neo's taxis, and they're open. They let us use the phone our friends Andrea and Jonathon Crowther, and we get directions to Congria Street and their house. They're still waiting up for us, and they've even modified their home by adding some ramps, removing an interior door so I can get around in a wheelchair. The next day we decide to explore West Wycombe. We're going to visit Hellfire Caves, followed by the Dashwood Mausoleum. This is the entry to Hellfire Caves. It does look a bit odd. These caves were dug out between 1748 and 1752 to provide chalk for the new road from West Wycombe to High Wycombe and to relieve local unemployment. The caves extend for 1/4 of a mile into the hill and are 300 feet below ground. Andrea said she used to visit the caves with her brother as a child, with no light but a candle. Her brother blew out the candle and she'd be left crying in the dark while he ran away. It's quite different now with electricity, and you can't get up to pranks. We move on from the Hellfire Caves to the Dashwood Mausoleum that's located at the top of the hill. It's a bit odd and gives us a good view of the surrounding West Wycombe Park and countryside. I was told that the ashes of most of the local manor owners are located in the urns in this mausoleum. Here's a view of the West Wycombe Park from the top of the hill. We have a quick look around High Wycombe. It's not a very possessing town, as a couple of these photographs will illustrate. It's not a place where you really go to take photographs. We decided to visit Hughenden Manor, home of Benjamin Disraeli, the 19th century Prime Minister of England. On the way we passed this Norman church. Benjamin Disraeli was influential in his time. Here's a statue to him in front of Westminster Abbey in London. Another statue. He even features at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum with Napoleon Bonaparte. His house, Hughenden Manor, is being preserved by the National Estates. Here's an early etching. Still looks like the early etchings, and it's got beautiful gardens. Benjamin imported plants and trees from all over the world to fill his estate. We didn't get into the house, but let's have a quick look at what I could find. We visit Hughenden Manor Church, and it's very impressive. My traveling companion Richard goes inside to take some photos. I'm impressed by the pulpit, the beautiful flowers, and the altar area. We returned to the Crowthers to enjoy their little back garden, and they organized a lovely evening meal, followed by a barbecue with friends and a fireworks display. Thanks, viewer, for joining me, Don, with my friend Andrea and Jonathon Crowther and traveling companion Richard on this quick tour of High Wycombe. Have a good day.